Well, hello, friends. Real quick before we kick off the episode, I have to let you know about something exciting. I am seriously considering having an upgraded version of this podcast where you get bonus episodes and exclusive content. But here's the deal, I'm trying to decide what that content and those episodes should be. I do have some ideas, and I was wondering if you could vote really quick and tell me what you think about what would entice you, what would be interesting to you to get as bonus episodes on this podcast. For example, deeper dives into topics. Maybe I'm answering questions that many of you ask about starting or growing a business. Maybe even overhearing coaching calls, something like this. It would be a paid, upgraded version of this podcast, not very expensive at all, probably just a handful of dollars a month, but it be extra content for you to help you along your journey. My whole goal is to help you build your business dream. And I would love to offer you even more because some of you are asking for it. So if you could just look down in the show notes right now, there's two ways you can give me your answers. Number one, I have a Google form with 5 quick questions. It can be anonymous. You just answer them and vote on what would be interesting to you. Or number two, I have a voice memo system. You can just click it and you could just leave a voice memo with your phone right now and just record it and tell me what kind of topics, what things would be interesting to you behind the scenes, market news, what would be things that would be extra that would be really valuable to you. So thank you all so much. Okay, on to the episode.
Well, hello, this is Kimberly Brock, and for over 20 years, I've been running my own businesses that have not only been profitable, but personally fulfilling to me. So now I'm on a mission to help other new business owners just like you make money doing what you love too. Now we're going to have some fun, so let's get started. Well, hello, everyone. It's episode 100. I cannot believe I'm saying that. I am so excited that you are here today because today is a joyous occasion. And we are going to talk about 3 reasons why you need to track progress in your business. Just like I have, you need to reflect on what you've accomplished, just like I have today, really thinking through the reality that I've done 100 episodes and it's been the most awesome, exhilarating, amazing, fulfilling experience for me. And I want this for you too as you start and build your business. So if you are new, welcome. You've come on a crazy celebratory day here at 100 episodes. And I just want to welcome you because I've put my heart and soul into this podcast to help people like you build a business doing what you love, because you can do this. And it's amazing and fun and exhilarating and awesome. So I'm so happy you're here. Scroll down. I've got all kinds of resources for you. I've got a free Facebook group you can join with some amazing women who are just ready to support you and help you along. You can post questions, even if you're in the idea stage. Make sure you scroll down right now and click to get in the Facebook group. I've got some free printable resources for you that will be very useful if you're in the idea stage or if you're just starting. I've got a checklist for you, some really good tools for you. So make sure you grab those. And don't forget, subscribe to this podcast. How do you do that? Well, if you're in Apple Podcasts, there should be a plus button in the upper right-hand corner. Apple used to call it subscribe. Now I think it's just follow, but it's a plus sign, whatever it is. Click it because you don't want to miss out on any future episodes that are going to help you along your business journey. And if you've been listening a while, and if you've been one of my loyal fans since day one, because I know there's many of you, because I get messages, I get DMs, I get emails, I'm so grateful to you. Thank you so much for listening to this podcast faithfully, for taking the advice and insights and using them in your business and throughout your journey. It is just so fulfilling for me and so wonderful that you all have stuck with this and are still learning new things each week. So thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart to all of you loyal fans. I so appreciate it. I want to read a review really quick. This is from iLisa, 1983. It says, follow her advice. It works. I found this podcast when I was wanting to start my business. I love that the episodes are short and to the point. No space fillers for the sake of making an episode long, and each episode is packed with so much information. I always have to take notes because I get the best ideas while listening. I love this, that you're taking notes. Thank you so much, iLisa. And if this is you, if you've been taking notes, like Lisa, I'm going to call her Lisa and not iLisa. If you have been taking notes or you've been finding value in this podcast and you've never taken the time to write a written review or even just give it a 5-star rating, would you be so kind to do this today? That would be an awesome gift here that you could give me on the 100th episode. No pressure, right? No pressure. But I just appreciate these so much. And I can't help but think that it tells Apple and Spotify and all the players that this is a valuable podcast. So you have 2 seconds to do that. You can hit the star rating or write a review. So thank you so much. Thank you all for being here again. I'm so honored to be a small part of all of your big business journeys. It's so fulfilling for me. And I just wanted to thank you again and throwing a little virtual 100th episode party right here in honor of you. Okay, on to the episode. Well, hello everyone. How are you? What is shaking with your business? Are you taking steps? Are you imperfectly moving forward? Notice how I said imperfectly, right? Because there's no way we can be perfect as we do this. We have to just go. G-O, go. I used to be a cheerleader, so sometimes these little chants and things come out when I least expect it. Anyways, I hope you are taking steps, and I'm so excited for you in your business. I can't even tell you. I am genuinely this excited. I really am. I'm so proud of you because there's so many people out there who are never courageous enough to start their business. They dream of it. They don't do it, but that's not you, right? You are taking steps, and I'm so glad you're here. So today, I'm talking about you tracking the progress in your business and how important it is. I'm going to share with you 3 main reasons why I believe this is so important. And I know that some of you are going along and you're like, I haven't really made progress. I don't even know what progress I've made. Like, what have I done? And I'm telling you now, listen up. You've made a lot more progress than you realize. You really have. So many new business owners are doing things, even though they're not even selling anything yet. Maybe they don't even have, maybe it's you. You don't even have your website up yet. You don't have your Etsy store up yet. You haven't sold your first service offering, whatever it is. But know that you're making progress, okay? You're ahead of where a lot of people are. People would like to be where you are today. And you're like, huh? Why would they want to be me? I haven't made any sales yet, or I've only made a few sales, or I've just gotten going. Because you have already gone through the weeds. You have taken the hard steps. You have had to have the courage. You've had to get over fear. You've had to make time in your life to follow your dream. A lot of you are super busy. My clients that I talk to, those in my Grow Getters membership for new business owners, a lot of you are so busy. Some of you have full-time jobs, 9 to 5. You have kids at home. You have a part-time job and you're trying to start this business. Or you're just starting this business, but you have so much going on in your life and so many other commitments that you are just scrambling to find really good focused time to work on this business. And I want you to know that you've already made progress. You have already been taking steps. You have already been doing things, and you have to take the time to realize this. And here's why, okay? So the first reason why you need to take time to recognize and reflect on your progress is because you will see that you have actually taken action, okay? Some of you don't realize the action that you've already taken. Maybe it's that you've researched your business idea. Maybe that it's you've talked about, your business to people and you're getting used to like sharing this, that you want to start a business or that you are starting a business. Maybe you have sent an email out or posted a social message sharing that you're starting this business or it's beginning or it's opened or you have a new offering, whatever it is. You've actually taken action steps. Maybe you've started researching what website platform or if you want to be on Etsy or how you want to offer what you want to offer. You've looked into starting a podcast or a YouTube channel or a blog. Think about it for a minute. You've taken steps. Maybe you've taken my Just Start course and you're getting everything going. Maybe you're not officially open for business, but that's actually an action step. You've gone through learnings. You are opening your mind. You are starting to step into this and feel what it could feel like to make money with this business. Like you're getting an idea of like, oh my gosh, this could actually happen for me. You have to reflect on everything you've done. So I want you right now, okay, wherever you are, If you're walking, you want to walk or you want to jog? Are you driving in the car? Maybe you're driving your kids around, or you're by yourself. You're on a road trip. You're going to work. Or maybe you're just cleaning house. I do this. I listen to podcasts while I'm cleaning house. Is that weird? I don't think it's weird. I think it's amazing. I'm multitasking. I'm learning. And then I'm not even thinking about that I'm cleaning. It's like the best thing ever. I highly recommend it. If you want to fold clothes right now, if you need to sweep, if you need maybe you're doing your makeup. I have people tell me when they're doing their makeup in the mornings for work, they're listening to this podcast. How awesome is that? I love multitasking as long as one doesn't suffer, right? As long as you don't do your makeup badly or you fold the clothes horribly, right? Okay, I digress. My point is, reflect right now on everything you've done to get to where you are today. And some of you may be saying, I haven't really done much. I just searched on Apple for how to start a business. That's how a lot of you find me. Besides referrals and everything, you search on Apple Podcasts for starting a business. Is that not hilarious? It's awesome. It's amazing. Thank you, Apple. Thank you, Apple. But even that step is more than what other people have done. If you just searched on Apple for a podcast, or you searched on Spotify or whatever it was, you're doing more than another person is, because I can tell you, I meet people. I talk about this all the time on this podcast. I've had friends in Bunko. I've had neighbors say, I've thought about starting a business. They've never done one thing. They've never done one thing. They've never listened to a podcast. They have no idea. Yet their neighbor is right here. Hello. And I could help them, right? I could give them free advice. I could help them. But some people just don't do it. They don't have that drive for whatever reason. Maybe they're super scared or they don't think it's possible. But you do. You've already taken steps. What are those steps right now? Think about it. I'm giving you a few seconds here. You've done stuff. You've researched. You've taken steps. You've committed. You've told people. You have taken my course. You have taken a course. You have met with me personally on one-on-one coaching. Who knows what you've done? You've done things to learn and to better yourself and to actually pursue this. So right now, think of those things. And I'm going to give you a round of applause, a virtual round of applause that you've taken action. Okay, I'm so proud. And when you realize what you've done, it's the best feeling, okay? It is the best feeling. And you're going to be shocked. You are actually going to be shocked at what all you've done. I've done this exercise and completely shocked. I'm going to get back to this point in just a minute. But I did this, in fact, today and couldn't believe all that I'd done even in the last month, okay? So that's the first reason, because you need to see the actions that you've taken. And you're going to be impressed with yourself. You're going to be totally impressed. You're going to be like, I did all that. This is awesome. Okay. The second reason why you need to track your progress is so that you can glean the insights from what you've learned. There is deeper meaning behind what you learned. It's not just those actions like, okay, I, took Kimberly's course. I took her Just Start course and now I know what to do. Or I talked to people or I shared it with people. What you're going to realize is there's a deeper meaning behind what you did. It's that you are pursuing your dream, right? It's that you are learning how to do scary things. You are stepping in to your courage. You are stepping into fear. You are doing something that you didn't think you could do. You are doing things that you still may be unsure if you can make this happen. It's okay. You're in a good place. This is okay. You are going to realize that you are capable of more than you ever thought. Okay. You are way more capable. And you're also realizing that you know in your mind that you're meant for more, that you have more to accomplish because you just did that, which sounded scary maybe a year ago or 2 years ago. You've already now accomplished something. You've already taken steps. You're going to keep moving. You are going to see that getting past the scary parts is not as hard as we thought. It's not. You're going to realize that things aren't as bad as you thought, right? You're going to realize that you're smarter than you thought, that your gifts are even bigger and better than you thought. And what I mean by that is your God-given gifts, right? You're going to realize that He gave you this gift and you feel it inside and you're like, I know I can do this, whether it be something that just makes people happy, right? Maybe you just have a product that just brings joy to people, or maybe you offer something that's life-changing. Whatever it is, it's a gift from God no matter what, right? And you're stepping into that and you're realizing that your gifts are actually bigger than you thought. They are bigger and better, that you have impact to make. You have impact to make with this business. And I've talked about this before on previous episodes. You've got impact to make on your life. You've got impact to make on those you seek to serve. And you have impact to make on those that are around you to see that we can achieve our dreams, right? You're going to learn a lot of lessons. And here is a funny story. Talking just this, it just hit me. My neighbor, I don't think she listens. I don't think she's starting a business. But anyways, my neighbor has a daughter that's about to be married. She's a beautiful, healthy, athletic girl, right? Okay, normal girl next door. She's in her 20s, okay? Well, then the mom proceeds to tell me that her daughter had entered a fitness competition and she won the bikini portion of it. I don't know much about these fitness competitions, but evidently these women and men get down to like under 10% body fat. And her daughter, hey y'all, she sent me pictures, down to 7% body fat. I've never even seen 7%. I don't even know if I've seen that in another person, much less myself, that's for sure. But she drastically changed the way her body looks. She transformed her body in, I don't know how many months. It cannot be that long because I swear I'd seen her outside and she didn't look like this. I could not believe the difference. And what I saw when I looked at her body that was 7% body fat, I first thought, where's her body fat? It's nowhere. She has muscles popping out everywhere that I didn't even know existed on the human body. But my bigger thought was, look what we can do when we put our mind to something. You put your mind to something, you can do anything. And the mom had told me, she's like, my daughter's always been super competitive and she does everything all out. Well, she did. Are we doing everything all out? Are we pushing ourselves? We are capable of so much more than where we are today. But I think the lessons that you can learn from looking back at your progress is to see that there's deeper meaning. There's more at play here, right? There's this whole mental game behind it all. And that you are accomplishing, you are doing things, you are moving towards your dream. You are not stagnant. You are not stagnant. There is so much to learn from the actions that you have taken. So think about that too. Think about those actions that you were just thinking through a few minutes ago. And now what's the bigger meaning behind it? Is it, I can do hard things? Is it, I'm capable of more than I ever thought? Is it, I'm taking life by the horns and I'm going? I'm doing this, right? There's so many lessons to learn. There's so much you can glean, and it's a deep, deep meaning, okay? So again, we're going through the 3 reasons why you need to track your progress. 1 is because you need to see the actual actions that you have taken, like all these steps that you've done. Number 2, because you need to learn the deeper meaning of what you just did. You need to glean insights. You need to see that you can do what you put your mind to. Okay, you can. And you have more to give. You do. The 3rd reason why you need to track your progress is because it's good for the soul and your brain. I was reading a whole article on this, that it actually helps train your brain, like when you are grateful for something, because that's basically what you're doing here. When you're looking back at your progress and you're tracking it, you're becoming grateful. I challenge you to be grateful for this, because gratefulness actually changes your brain. And the more that you're grateful, the more it strengthens those neural pathways in your brain so that you become a more grateful and positive person. Isn't that amazing? And I kind of sound like I know what I'm talking about, but I really don't. I'm not a scientist, but I know that it does that, and it releases dopamine and makes you feel good. And if you're in my Facebook group, you know that I talk about this every Thursday. I have a post that's scheduled. It goes, whether I'm sitting at my desk or not, Thursday morning, it's going out to all of you in our Facebook group, the Women Starting Businesses Doing What We Love group. And it says, what are you grateful for today? Because by being grateful, we're actually helping our brain, and it's good for the soul. When you go and reflect back on your actions and the lessons you've learned, you become very grateful, and it is so good for you. I mean, doesn't it feel good right now? Like I actually feel a little bit of a dopamine rush. I'm not kidding. Y'all are like, she's crazy. But I'm not, because I'm getting excited. Like, I'm smiling back here because I'm thinking of all of you and the practice of being grateful and realizing your progress and realizing all these lessons that you've learned and all these awesome things about you. In fact, in my Grow Getters group, if you're not familiar with this, it's my membership. It's a monthly membership that I have for new business owners. And we have a private Facebook group in there too. And I just posted for this month a progress party. It's a virtual progress party. And it's just a post where everyone shares their progress over the last month. So I make sure that my ladies are doing this because I believe it's that important. You know, I'm sharing it here with you on this podcast episode, but I'm making sure that we are all doing this every month. And we do it at the beginning of the month. It's going to be a tradition that we do in Grow Getters because I want everyone to see what the heck you have done. Because sometimes you will think, I don't really know that I've done anything. I don't really know that if I've accomplished much. But once you sit there and look at it, you're like, oh my goodness, I've actually done way more than I thought I had. In fact, I had posted because, now I'm back to this point, I mentioned this at the beginning of this episode, that I sat down this morning, I had this post go out to all my Grow Getters in our group, and I said, I'm posting this progress party. It's a virtual party. Everybody, let's celebrate what all you've accomplished over the last month. I do it month by month. And I started writing and typing everything that I'd accomplished last month. And I was like, I didn't realize I had done so much in August. I had done so much. I had launched my whole Grow Getters program, built the whole hub. I had videos in there and lessons, and I've done these podcast episodes here. And actually, my Grow Getters have their own podcast. It's a private podcast for members. That's why you need to get in there too, because you'll get yet more audio lessons from me. Don't you just want to listen more? I'm joking. You probably don't. No, but I hear people love it's called Mindset Matters. And that's what it's called. It's in my Grow Getters group. Anyways, I'd done all those lessons. I had been helping people. I've done consults with people, live coaching with people. I've sent tons of emails. I mean, the list went on, and I had listed out all the action that I'd taken. And then I caught myself because I think it was Annalisa, who's in my group. She makes candles, and she is just taking action left and right. And she had posted basically all the insights that she had learned and what she'd learned about herself. And that's kind of what drove me, so thank you, Annalisa, to record this podcast episode right here. Because I'm like, oh, it's not just the action. It's not just the steps, because that's what I listed out. She listed out all these things that she had learned about herself. And it's so true. There's so much more to it than just the action, but you have to proactively make yourself do this and be grateful. And when you are, it starts to change you. You become a more positive and grateful human. And don't we all want to be that way? Why wouldn't you want to be that way? Right? So today, take some time, reflect on your progress, because it's so important to understand the actions that you've taken recently, all the lessons that you've learned. And that by being grateful for all of that and for yourself for taking action and for being grateful to God for giving you these gifts, that you are actually going to better yourself by doing this. This is a great practice. And I'm so thankful right now to all of you who listen to this podcast and you take action because of it. I am forever grateful to you. And for sharing your gratitude back to me. This just keeps going in a circle, doesn't it? Like, I'm thankful to you, you're thankful to me. We're just all thankful. But why don't we want to be better people? Why don't we want to be more positive and grateful? You are doing amazing things. You have more to come. You're just getting started. That's why I named this podcast that, because I know that there is so much more ahead for you because of what you're doing today, because of the action that you're taking today. I'm so proud of you. And I'm so honored to be a very small part of your big journey. I'm so glad you're here. If you are new, again, just know I'm available to help you. I've got free resources. I've got one-on-one coaching. I have my Just Start course. If you just need to start something today and get going on it, I would. then you'll finally know how to start your business right, and then you'll be primed and ready to join Grow Getters when I open the doors again soon. Okay, so you can find out more information below. Thank you all so much for being here, and until next time, bye now. Now, this episode may be over, but our relationship does not have to end here. Head on over to KimberlyBrock.com, and yes, you can get more valuable information for your journey. And you know what? You don't need to go through this alone. I would love to help you. Thank you so much, and have a great day. Bye.